Welcome back to Jamie's Adventures in Dirt 4. My name is Ricky, and today we're going to be finishing up the Continental Group A Rally in Sweden. So I've already done the first 3 stages. We're currently in first place, even though it says first and then fifth and then second. We're still in first place. We're in first place by about 8 seconds or so. Today's episode is going to be a little bit shorter, mostly because I didn't want a really long episode. So we're only going to be doing 2 stages.
Well, car's looking a bit battered, but it's actually pretty good.
Let's be honest, this is not the worst this car has looked.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so, I don't really have much to talk about. Like, there's nothing really new going on in Jamie's life. You know, no major decisions coming up. I mean, kind of a major decision maybe coming up. A lot of it depends on what happens in the Triple Crown, but the Triple Crown is a long way away. Gonna do the big jump. Woo! Okay, that was sweet. So yeah, it's just a short episode because I don't have much to talk about. Right now, Jamie and Maggie are focused on finishing and winning this event. Everyone else, and by proxy the championship for that matter, everyone else on the other hand, on the team, are focusing on the upcoming championships, the upcoming rally and rallycross championships. So we got a lot to worry about, myself included, because I'm also sort of focusing on them, which has probably the reason why I have flipped the car 4 times in 3. No, sorry, I flipped the car three times in 2 different events, because I didn't flip the car in the first one, I don't think. If I have more vehicle recoveries than 3 at the end of this, plus the ones I do in this, then we'll see. But yeah, I've been mostly thinking about what's coming up, because honestly, this doesn't matter. This is just more prize money that Jamie can then spend on cars and crap. And needing to buy cars is kind of one of the things she's been thinking about, and several of her engineers have been thinking about. Specifically Finn, who's been asking her if she's going to get a new car. I mean, aside from the rallycross car that she did get, that he is, you know, let's be honest here. Jamie's a Subaru in rally. Get off the side. Thank you. She races in almost exclusively Subaru cars in rally, aside from historic rally where she races in whatever she has to race in, but preferably her Renault Alpine A110, because that's the greatest car ever made, in my opinion. Also in Jamie's opinion, probably not really in Jamie's opinion, but in my head it's Jamie's opinion, because it's my opinion. So so they're a little bit nervous about, I mean, they've never had a problem before in rallycross, but most of the time in rallycross they've used other people's cars, so Finn hasn't really been a part of it. None of the engineers have, because when you race for a team, you use their engineers. The only people that you use when you're not racing for a team, like, are your spotters and your co-driver. So in rally, Maggie's the only person to have to worry about, or Jamie has to worry about when she races for a team. I've talked about this before, but Jamie hates working for teams. Another big jump. Oh, that was even better. That was an even better jump than the last one. Oh. Okay, we got to be getting close to the end of this. None of these were that long. This was like 3.5 miles. So, so yeah, that's what they've been thinking about. Of course, we're gonna take on the rallycross before the rally, because it just happens to be the way it's showing up in the calendar. And because I feel like saving rally for the very end is the way to go. Oh, hey, look, there's the finish. And so they're all looking forward to getting the rallycross championships. Jamie's having to finish here. We'll see how that works out. And stop.
It was an okay result, but I think we can push a little harder.
I don't like it when you say that, because I felt like that was a really good run. I didn't flip the car once. 6th place. 6th place, and we're still in first in event standings. Let's look at event standings. Oh my goodness, we are increasing our lead. Nothing is making sense to me right now at all. I don't understand. Stage results, 6th. Okay, well, it makes a little bit more sense because, like, those people were not doing, like, the people who finished in front of me, let's see, I finished 10 seconds behind the guy in first place, just a little bit under 10 seconds for that, you know, and I don't understand. Nothing is making sense. We are literally going in to the final thing with a 11-second-ish. You know what I mean. We're going in with a massive lead over everybody. And we came in 6th. Because the world is a weird, strange place. I want you to look at that score line. 1st, 5th, 2nd, and 6th. And that first place one, I did not win, or Jamie didn't win, 7 seconds. It was literally a 7-second gap. And then when she came in 5th place, she kept that 7-second gap because people are not being consistent at all. Obviously, Jamie isn't being consistent. 1st, 5th, 2nd, 6th. But no one else is either. So that's why it's just nothing is making sense.
We should think about upgrades. A win here is going to give us a good payout.
Yeah, I mean, this car is literally fully upgraded, but okay. Like,
5,
all Class A parts.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
So, in between the last stage and this stage, I overheard Jamie and Maggie talking. And Jamie said, "What is going on? I am not racing very good, and I'm still in first place." Like, and Maggie goes, "Well, no one else is either. You know, they looked at the same results I did. They're equally as flabbergasted, is what I'm saying." So, turn. Just FYI, it was 4 vehicle recoveries in 3 stages, but I'm pretty sure I don't remember doing it in the first stage. I don't remember flipping the car in the first stage. I remember almost flipping the car in the first stage. That was not a big jump. I was flooring it up that hill. No big jump. That was a bigger jump than the big jump. So, oh, so what happened in the first stage with the car was we went up on our side, and all I could think was what was happening in the car was Jamie was frantically yelling at Maggie to lean over, to go as hard as she could towards the driver's side, the passenger side door, to tip it back. Whether that actually works or not is irrelevant. Because that's what happened. It tipped over on the driver's side, but it didn't go all the way on the side. And it was just enough that it was like, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, right. Still finished with the 7-second victory in the first stage. Even with that probably 3-second freak out of maybe the car's going to flip, maybe it won't. So, yeah. No one on the team understands what's happening. It just seems to be everyone's just kind of in a little bit of a slump with this event. You know, it's maybe it's the snow. I don't know. It's a little weird. So Maggie's actually the one who made the decision, by the way, about well, kind of forcing Jamie to do the Rallycross Championships, because Jamie was like, "I don't need to do the Rallycross Championships." Sure you do. We got to get in the Triple Crown. And so that was an interesting conversation. But Rallycross is next. She wasn't, like I said, she was thinking about skipping them. But we can't do that. That wouldn't be very fun or interesting. And also we couldn't do the Triple Crown, which is kind of the whole point. But Jamie's not as big a fan of Rallycross as Ricky is. As me, the player. I like Rallycross because there's an immediate knowing of how well you're doing. Like, you know you're in first place when you're in first place. Even with, like, the heats and stuff. You know if you do well in all 4 heats. If you win all 4 heats, you're going to be in the semifinals. And if you win your semifinal, you know you're going to be in the finals. Like, you know where you're standing for the most part. And so That's why I like Rallycross. I like the immediacy of knowing where I stand as we go. You don't know that in Rally. Like right now, I know I'm in first place going into the stage, or Jamie's in first place going into the stage. But who knows what's going to happen at the end of the stage? You know? Yeah, we have a ridiculously stupid lead over people. But, oh, that's a rock. We're good. Everybody's good. We're still alive. It was just a rock. Cool. We're just going to drive across the snow for a second. I like how I was informed before the race that this surface was compacted snow, when for the most part it's clearly been some form of asphalt. I mean, it's snowing, but it's not sticking on the ground, clearly. Like, okay, here's some compacted snow. I'll give them that. But it's not consistently, and when it's a mix, they usually say it's a mix. I don't know. I haven't really enjoyed this championship, if you haven't been able to tell, because I don't really like driving this car. And I was hoping that upgrading it to Class A parts would make me enjoy it better. It did not. This feels like a waste. Like, this car felt like maybe a wasted purchase. I bought it because it was a Subaru Impreza, which is the car, which is, well, oof, sort of the car Jamie drives in regular regular normal rallies and R4 class rallies. Was that a big jump? Was that the big jump? Because, I mean, the big jump came in after a turn that I had to slow down for. Anyway, that was a big jump. Yeah. No, gun it.
Hey, that went really well. Great stage. Good work.
That means like second or third, maybe first. First place, which actually means we won the championship. Okay, so let's just spoil ourselves and see how well we did in the event. So that's a significant margin over the second place person, like a significant margin over Morton and Alvarez. I don't know what happened. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't understand anything at all, but continue. Yay, let's cheer for Jamie winning. Go Team Cherry Blossom. The other ones have Rally in their name. I never noticed that before. Oh, hey, look at that. We only did 2 sponsor targets, and there you go. I didn't complete one stage cleanly. Congratulations, me. But we didn't flip the car any in the last 2 stages. That was pretty good. Razer Motorsport and Michelin is a sponsor. Nice. Oh, right. And also we won the championship because who cares? We're skipping it. Sorry. So in the, I just got that team offer, right, for the new team. And the email from Hope says, thought you would be interested to know that you have received an invitation to drive with Razer Motorsport at your next earliest convenience, where you could potentially earn some extra cash. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So that was the final event in the Continental Group A Rally. It was a weird event. I don't understand how I could finish first, fifth, second, sixth, first, and still come out on top. But there you go. Next week we'll be taking on the Rallycross Championship. But this has been Jamie's Adventures in Dirt 4. Thank you for watching. Come back soon for more Dirt 4.